Let's have our performers step onto the stage and introduce themselves. All right, so if you could say your name and the character that you're playing, character or characters.
Welcome all. I am Jess, or I'm Shelley playing Jess.
I'm Sarah. I'll be playing Carol, a grocery store patron, and Millie, a restaurant manager, and Sharon, a restaurant patron.
Hi, I'm Evelyn, and I'll be playing Paula, our restaurant patron, and also a friend. Let's see, I'm sorry. We're going to a restaurant together with a friend, and that's Cindy.
I'm Jadine, and I'll play Anna, who is at a grocery store shopping, and Petunia, who's at a restaurant dining, and Susan, who is a server.
Hi, I'm David, and I will be portraying Joe, the cashier at a supermarket, and Bob, the policeman.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I'll start with a job as a supervisor at the grocery store, and then I get to play Tony.
Wonderful. 82nd Avenue players, will you take your places?
Sure looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. I got so much to do. Had to shower. Oh, maybe that's a phone call. Well, hello? Sure. Yeah, I can be there. All right. What time do you want me to be there? All right. I'll give it my best. Thank you. All right. I got so much to do. I better run to join and get my shower and get some clothes. Because I got a job. Wow, okay. I got a lot to do. Wow, I better get something to eat before I go to work. Yeah. Oh, I'll go to this grocery store right here. Pick me up a quick snack.
Oh yeah, so anyway, that's going to be really fun. We should definitely do that.
Hi, how are you today?
Oh, I'll call you back. No, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Did you find everything you were looking for?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good. How would you pay for this today?
There you go.
Oh, platinum, very good. I'm so tired of all the deadbeats we get in here all the time with their scams and whatnot.
No, I'm sure.
I really appreciate that. Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Hi, how are you today?
Good, thank you.
Did you find everything you were looking
So
for?
then I just had to pick up
I see.
a quick egg roll.
I see you just got the egg rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. And how will you pay for this today?
My food stamp card.
Oh,
They told me I could get
ADVT.
my groceries on my food stamp card.
well, so this is good for cash then?
Yeah, for my
Because
groceries.
that's a prepared item, and you have to pay cash for prepared items.
They just said it for my groceries.
Okay, let me run it for you and see if it
Okay,
is.
thanks.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you cannot buy prepared hot food with this. This is only for food, but it can't be prepared. So just take your card and go. Because I'm pretty sure I talked to you last week and I
I've never been in the store before.
Um,
I'm sorry. I think it was somebody else. Do I get my egg roll?
Situation. Are you going to take the egg roll or not?
I didn't bring no money. I thought I could get it on my card.
Oh, hi. Are you from come join?
Yes.
Great, great. You're right on time. I'm going to walk you through this pretty quickly because your shift is about to
I'll
start.
do my best.
So A, B, C, and D, E is the high tops in the back by the bar.
Okay.
Coffee and tea station back there. The espresso machine is down right now. So if somebody wants something, just tell them we can. If they insist on it, you can transfer it over to the bar through the computer system. So your login number is 2489 pound. Water, ice, everything is back there. Please put the glasses bottoms up on the table. That's important here. Then you can just work it out with your customers however they want to do it. If you do need to transfer over something to the bar, again, 2489 pound, they'll send it over. So here's your apron.
Okay.
If you need anything, I'll be in the back.
All right. All right.
Well, sis, how was your plane ride?
Oh my God, it was about 18 hours.
I didn't know Africa was that far away.
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't get much sleep.
Oh, sweet. How'd that happen?
I was a baby.
Oh, you poor thing. Now, this restaurant is a little rustic. But,
Kind of looks like one of your places.
yeah, well, I've never gotten seriously ill here, so I think it'll work.
Yeah.
Would you like the menu?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Actually, could I get a new glass?
Okay. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so how are the parents?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to tell you that our dad called and he and your mom want to get together to have you sign something.
Oh.
Probably something about the trust.
Excuse me.
Right.
Did you want some coffee?
Oh, you know what
Here's
I
your
love
water.
is like a latte with like a stack of foam, and if you wouldn't mind sprinkling some like mint at the top, I really love that.
Our latte machine's down. I'm very sorry. I'm new here.
You know, have you ever been on a cruise?
No, I haven't.
You know, on cruises, I just got back from one. They really know how to make these great drinks. So,
We'll just take coffee though.
Okay. Okay.
Coffee's okay.
All
I
right.
guess.
Oh!
Oh my God! What are you
I'm
doing?
so sorry.
This is Gucci. Yeah. Where's your manager?
I'll be right.
I don't know about this place, brother.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Am I needed? Oh,
I didn't mean to spill the coffee.
I'm so sorry about this.
Yeah, you should be. This is unacceptable.
We're happy to pay for the cleaning.
You
Just
know,
send it over.
This is pretty much not going to be fixable because
Wow.
it's designer. So
Wow.
I'll just have my lawyer call you.
Wow.
Let's go.
Is that really? It's really sorry, folks.
I'm sorry. I did my best.
Yeah, this is why I don't hire you people. Give me your apron.
I really tried really hard.
Just go. This is a really great place. I'm glad I could bring you.
Oh, I'm glad we could arrange to get together. It's been a long time.
It's lovely. It's got outdoor seating.
I know, it's a great day. It's sunny.
Hi, how are you today?
Oh, good. How are you?
Good, good. Well, our special is beef stroganoff, and here's some menus. And can I get you guys started with something to drink?
I will have a mimosa.
Okay.
Iced tea for me, please.
I see. Very good.
Thank
Right
you.
back.
Oh, gosh. I always get the Waldorf here. It's really good. You get what you want. This is on me.
Oh, yeah, but you have such great taste though. Your food is better. So, yeah, I'll get the
Right.
salad too.
Here's your iced tea and a
Thank
mimosa
you.
for you. Did you guys decide what you want?
Yeah, we are going to do the Waldorfs.
Oh, great. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
All right. Be back with the food.
Oh, glad to see you.
Yeah.
I mean, can you believe this? They're everywhere now. Everywhere I go. They're just sitting on the sidewalk setting up camp. And they could be crazy. They could be a crackhead. I don't know what they're going to do, you know? Oh my God, I can smell her. Excuse me?
Oh yeah. How are your drinks?
Fine. So, we're really kind of upset.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, we're a little upset about this person just...
Person. Oh,
Over
Jess.
here.
Oh, you know, she's always on the sidewalk here. We're used to her.
Well, we're uncomfortable with it, and it would be really great if we could ask her to move.
Oh, gosh, I don't know what to do. I mean, she comes here all the
Well,
time.
I tell you what then. Why don't you get on the phone and call the city police, and they will come and ask her to move.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes.
All right, yes, ma'am.
Unbelievable.
Can I help you?
Yeah, what's your problem? We got a
I'm just having
complaint.
lunch.
Well, you fit the description of a person that's causing a disturbance here.
I was just
And,
having lunch.
well, I'd like you to move away anyway. Because if you don't, I'm gonna have to arrest you. Get out. Go away.
I didn't do anything. I was having lunch.
So, is there a problem in this play? Is it something that you've seen or experienced? Is it a real problem? I'm just curious. Put your hands up if it's something you've seen or experienced or in some way been part of. Okay. So this is a real story from a composite of a number of our participants. So now what we're going to do is we're going to play it again. And I'm going to invite you, if you see something happen that's oppressive, that you think is wrong, that you think is a problem, I'm going to ask you to put your hand up and shout stop. Okay? So let's practice that one time together. So ready? Stop! Okay, good. That was pretty loud. Okay. So the other thing I'm going to ask you to do is when you shout stop, I'm going to invite you onto the stage to take the place of a character. But the character that you replace has to either be the person experiencing the problem or the person who might be in a position to help in some way. It can't be the person causing the problem. Why might that be? Any ideas of why that wouldn't make sense?
You wouldn't really be resolving it.
You wouldn't be resolving it? Because in real life, can we replace the person who... No. It also makes the theater end really fast. So we're going to look at solutions that are sort of like magic and realize, okay, that's a little bit magic. What can we do that might really happen? But I encourage you to try things that you haven't tried in real life. So to practice that, everybody stand up. And with your right hand, I want you to make a cross. Good job. Okay, with your left hand, make a circle.
Same time.
Now you're going to try both at the same time. So see if you can do both. Okay. Can anyone? I know some of you have come to a couple of these. Hey, you're pretty good. Yes.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, yes. There's been some practicing. Can anyone else do it just by sheer will or talent? All right. Good job. Good job. Okay, so now your task again is to watch what's happening on the stage and see if you can make the play end differently. So remember, if you see something happen that you don't like, I want you to shout stop. So actors, we're going to actually start with the grocery store scene. So if you could set up the grocery store scene. Oh, one of the rules is don't hurt the actors. They're people, they're playing roles, they're not the characters that they play. So you might be really upset with them, but please don't actually physically hurt them. Right. All right, actors ready? Action.
Hi, how are you
I
today?
have to call you back. Hi.
Did you find everything that you were looking for?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's good. Okay. Beautiful day today, wasn't it?
Yeah, not bad. Oregon.
How much going to pay for this?
Oh, here you go.
Ah, excellent. I like it. I like it. Platinum. I always you can appreciate a customer with some good.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. There you go. Here's your groceries.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Hi, how are you today?
Good.
Did
Just
you-
a quick like.
That's all you want?
Yeah.
So, okay. You sure you don't want
No, I'm in
to?
a hurry. I had a job today.
So the hot pot. I mean this
Egg roll.
this egg roll.
Yeah.
This. Okay. What are you gonna? How are you gonna pay for this?
Here you go.
Ah, food stamp card. Okay. Well, do you know whether this is good for cash? Because
It's for my groceries.
you can't
yeah.
buy hot food with food
It's not like I
stamp.
buy my groceries.
Well, let me check because there's two kinds of cards. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but no, you can't buy the hot
I can't
food.
buy it.
No, I think you just gotta move along because I'm pretty sure I talked to you last week and explained this.
I've
to you
never been
before.
in here.
Well, you look pretty familiar.
Stop.
Okay. Whose place would you like to take?
This lady's place.
Jess's place, all right. Where would you like to start?
Where would I like to start? With my hand in the card.
Okay, great.
Oh, EBT food stamp card. Oh,
Yes.
well, this might be a problem. You can't buy prepared hot food with this card. But do you know whether it's a cash card? I mean, if it's cash card, you can't.
I'm not familiar with the cards, so
Yeah.
if
Oh,
it's helpful,
okay.
you can help me.
Okay, I'll run it for you. Okay, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you can't buy the egg rolls that are prepared. You might buy some frozen ones if you want. You can take those home and if you have one.
I'm looking for something perhaps that I could be able to take with me and eat now. So maybe you can help me with some ideas as to what kind of foods.
Oh.
As this is, it's already embarrassing enough for me to provide you with the card.
Okay, well, I really
So
don't
I
like
could
taking all this
really-
trouble with it. You know, we have other customers, but I
I
will.
understand, but
You-
I'm a customer and I really would appreciate your service.
Okay.
And if you're unable to do that, maybe we can call your manager.
Okay, well, I can explain to you that there's places, you know, there's down the street, you can try a different store, or go
I'm
to
here.
Sisters of the Road,
I'm
or...
here. I appreciate if you're unable to help me, which I can understand that you may not have the skill sets to do that.
Well, I'll get my manager,
That would be fantastic.
and you'll be on your way.
Thank you so much.
What's the problem?
She's a problem, she won't move.
Hi.
She got her-
My name's Muddy Soul. What's your name?
Roger. Oh, wait, my name isn't Roger.
Wait.
My name. Yes, I am.
So I'm a first-time user of the EB card, and as you can imagine, I'm really embarrassed.
Sure.
You know? And I'd be really helpful if maybe you can help me with this. Unfortunately, I didn't get that much of an explanation.
Yeah.
So I need something that I could take with me.
Maybe we have something in my office. Why don't you come with me and let him
I'm not
work on the
imagining that.
next
That makes me
customer.
feel uncomfortable going to your office. So if we could stand right here, that would be fantastic.
Well, we have other customers. Why don't you come over here and we'll work this out.
That doesn't make me
away
feel
from
comfortable
here.
going with you to your office.
Okay, well, we
So-
won't go to my office,
That
but we
would be
need
great.
to
So
have
if you can help
him
me-
be able to serve you because you aren't going to be able to buy the prepared food with that.
Yes,
We'll
I'm
find
finally
something.
learning that. So
Yeah.
I'm learning. I asked for another suggestion
Mm-hmm.
that would be helpful that I could take with me. I'm imagining maybe like yogurt.
I'm gonna actually ask a couple questions to stay up here. So first of all, what did you see? What did you see? What was different?
She was trying to problem solve. Sorry.
Yeah.
She was trying to problem solve. She was trying to ask for help. She didn't know, what types of food she was allowed to buy. And she
Okay.
was just trying to ask for help. And
She was trying to ask for help. And what happened? What did you see?
Well, I was gonna say she was, more assertive of her rights or dignity, and, she got some more help.
Okay.
Resolving the problem.
Okay. What kind of help did she get?
Nothing from the clerk.
Nothing from the clerk. All right.
Shame on you.
How did that impact you? How did this behavior impact you? Your character when she was a little bit more assertive?
I started to get scared.
Okay. Okay. So you're feeling fear.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Because I'm thinking, no, maybe I wasn't right, but I'm
Okay.
pretty stuck up, so.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else you notice about this? Yes.
She reversed the situation. She became, instead of being the one looked down upon, she became the one that was showing who she was.
And how did she do that?
Uh,
What did you see that she did?
She didn't know how to use the card, and she told them that she stated that she didn't know how to work it.
Oh, okay. So.
And he should teach her
Huh.
how to use it.
Okay, and is that different than what we saw in the first character? Did she not explain that she didn't understand what? Is that different?
Yes.
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 How so?
There's no explanation in the first character did not explain, just accepted that she wasn't welcome or that the situation wasn't working, and accepted that and moved on.
Okay, what did you see?
I just saw that the first character was a lot more, instead of like, you know, I think what was different, the second character said, you know, this is an embarrassing situation. Acknowledging that the situation was awkward, but at the same time saying that, like, well, that should have been a commonality between her and the clerk, which the clerk might go, oh, yeah, and then over that built, not like a relationship, but built enough of a relationship in the situation to resolve it.
Okay.
But whereas the other person it was more like, you know, being on the street had just conditioned that person to like take what was given to them without any kind of explanation, or take what was given to them and have that be like just having this expectation that it's going to be that disconnect or disrespect, or that they were assigned citizens instead of serving their, you know.
That brings me to the next question. Are these the same characters? Do they seem like the same characters? I'm just curious if that seems
No,
true.
probably not.
If this would be true for Jess's character, in terms of any thoughts about that?
Could become true for her. I don't think it would be an instantaneous switch, but
Right.
then it wouldn't happen all the way, but small little things.
I think that it would take two different stories and two different life paths to have it very clear that the role of the staff is to actually treat you as a customer no matter who you are. But when you are treated systematically and consistently as less than, it's very unlikely that I will have the strength to do that.
Okay. So great point. That conditioning of being treated as less than would make it very difficult for somebody in some cases to do that.
One thing that Marisol did that was really powerful for me was using her own name.
Yeah.
And I was saying, this is my name, what is your name? You know, there was a very humanizing effect to that exchange.
Okay. Okay. Great. Other comments? Yes.
I thought in the first scenario, the actor would have had to get support from the outside to have it be different. Like, I think the clerk would have had to behave differently and offer to be supportive and help her have an alternative and treat her with more dignity. Because like she was saying, the other person was so downtrodden and so habitually conditioned to not have the strength to yet stick it up for herself again. I mean, it's probably just a struggle to get up and go shower and get out the door, you know. So she would have, for her character, I think it needed to be an external support to help her, strengthen her too.
Great ideas. Great. One more comment, and then we'll see another option.
We also stopped the action at a moment of escalation, so it's very hard to know what would happen next.
Right. Right. Because was she getting what she wanted?
No. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't really know. Okay.
I'd just like to know how long the clerk has been working at this store. You couldn't point her in the direction of a cold sandwich?
Great, so we're going to try some other options. And one of the things about theater, this is from a form of theater called Theater de Press from Brazil. And one of the things I want to encourage you to take a role that you identify with. So a lot of times it's a rehearsal for reality. So you want to think about what you could actually do in the situation. So if you've experienced the situation of Jess, feel free to try some things. See what could happen, what you could do in that situation. If you more likely have been in other roles, not the person causing the problem, but other roles in the scene, maybe see what you can do stepping into those roles to see what you might be able to do in your real life. Great. So let's rewind a little bit to when you're giving him the card. And if you want to try something else, put your hand up and shout stop. I'd love to see a couple other possibilities.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
And did you find everything you're looking for?
Yeah, it's just getting a quick day, girl.
Okay. How are you gonna pick for this?
My food stamp card.
Oh, food stamps.
It's paid for my groceries.
The EBT card?
Yeah.
Is this good for cash?
It was good for my groceries, that's...
Well,
So they
that's
said
the
give me
prepared
groceries.
item though. Did you know that you can't buy prepared food with
I didn't know.
Well, you don't know whether this is a cash food.
No, no.
You look
just
like
said
the
I could
same
get my
person.
groceries.
I explained this to you before, didn't I?
I've not been in here.
Well, let me run this for you.
Feels like that, doesn't it?
Who would you like to be? Okay, thank you. Where would you like to start?
That's what I was getting at.
I guess when you react to her food stamp card.
Somebody handing the food stamps, let's start from there.
Here you go.
Oh, food stamp card. Well, I've seen a lot of these. Do you know whether this is a food stamps or for good for cash?
That's just to get for my groceries.
Well, there's one card that's good for prepared food and another card that's not. We'll just check and see if yours is. Well, I'm so sorry. You can't buy that with
I
this
can't get
card.
my egg roll.
No, this is a prepared food. You maybe go to the frozen section and find something there. And you can figure out how to do that yourself somewhere.
Hey, can I buy that egg roll for you? I have cash.
So what was different?
She intervened and offered to pay for it.
Okay.
Which is exactly what I was thinking.
So what did you experience when she did that?
That was great. That's, if we, all more of us would do that, that would be great to help out people.
And how did that impact you when she did that?
I was done. I got the money. That's all I really wanted.
Okay.
You're a horrible Fired.
Great. All right. So does that break the oppression?
No.
Okay, why not?
Fireman and fish.
I mean, it didn't do anything to address the root problem, which was how she was being treated. If it was, can I buy this for you? And then after that, can I speak to your manager about what just occurred? Because I believe
So
it's
something gives some
inappropriate.
ideas of things to try. So
Yeah.
you can go next.
Oh.
But for you, it made a difference. Say more about how it made your
Then I was able to get my egg roll and I could go get my job.
Yeah,
So I was on
right.
my way to get my job. I just needed something to eat because I was getting very hungry.
Great. All right, good job. Thank you. Where do you want to start?
Why don't we start when you start telling her that no, that she can't have it, basically trying to shoot her along.
Well, this is a food stamp card, and it's only good for uncooked foods. You can't buy kitty litter or anything like that. And you can't buy this egg rolls. It's unless you have the cash. This card, it's not good for it. So you just get along, and we have other customers.
Yeah, I'm one of those other customers.
well-
No, I don't mind. Actually, I'm gonna buy that. And then the other thing is, can I talk to your manager, Jerry? Because I'm a little uncomfortable with what just occurred here. She clearly stated that it was a mistake, and so here, you know what? I'm sure you have places to be.
Yes.
So
Okay, I'll call my manager.
thank you. So yeah, here's your egg roll. We'll sort this out with him.
Okay.
What's the
So
problem?
if you would like to
This
stay.
woman's offering to pay. She wants to.
Hi, yeah, I'm Kelly.
Hi, Carl.
Oh, nice to meet you, Carl. I would like to first of all buy this egg roll, and then I was hoping
Sure.
maybe the
Go
three of
ahead.
us could sit down. I don't know if this is the
Excuse me,
best.
can I have a job to get to.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and go?
Sure.
Thanks.
Sure.
I would like to maybe sit down because I don't want to make a scene here. That's not my intention. But I believe something happened here, and I'm sure as the manager, you can really respect and understand how much it's important to create an atmosphere where all customers feel appreciated. And it really impacted me. I don't think it was his intent per se, but the impact was that I felt.
Just trying to make the company money.
Yeah, and so I can appreciate that. I work in a business as well. But if I had seen that, and if I had continued to see that, I won't spend my money here.
Well, we have a complaint card you can fill
That
out
would
if
be
you wanted to
perfect.
make a
That'd be
complaint.
perfect.
Let's do that formally, and that way you'll be able
Okay.
to write down what you saw
Okay,
happen.
and then I know of a couple different resource trading programs that I'd be happy to suggest.
Oh, okay, great. Put that
What did you see? What did she do?
she also tried to like make a difference in the grocery store because she doesn't want to see this happen. She doesn't want this to repeat itself. You know, because, you know, a manager could say something to you and you can walk away and then they can never do anything about it. I know managers do stuff like that all the time. And I personally have EBT cards and I know what you can and can't buy. You know, so it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing enough to pull it out in the line and hand it to them because they look at you like you're someone else, like you're not the person you are standing in front of them and they don't even know you. And she made her feel like a human and she's trying to change the situation for other people. That's really nice.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. Great. Anything else you noticed that worked, that was different? Yes?
Well, she mentioned taking her business elsewhere, so there was definitely, you know, the capitalistic incentive there to pay attention to what she was saying.
Right. So she's sort of using her class privilege in a way to have leverage that Jess did not have, right?
She filed a formal complaint, sometimes like TriMet or Fred Myers, I will file a complaint once a year, every couple of years, if I get bad service.
Great. How did that impact you?
Just wanted the money as usual. I mean, it's just them just.
Don't you ever feel bad?
Not really.
How did this impact you?
It helped me a lot because I was able to go on to my job, but it showed she wanted to help me. I had a little bit of support there. I wasn't all alone.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me walk you through this pretty quickly. I'm gonna get a table out here in a second. The shift's gonna start really soon, so I just wanna get through it really fast. A, B, C, D, E are the high tops in the back by the bar. Coffee and tea is over here. Our espresso machine is down, so if somebody wants that, just tell them we can't do it, offer coffee, something else. If they absolutely insist, you can punch in your code and send it over to the bar, and the espresso machine over there can do it for you.
Okay.
Water is back here, the ice machine. Glass is bottoms up on the tables, that's extremely important. Then you can just work it out with your customers. Your punching code today is 2487, you go 2487 pound. If you need to transfer something, you can do 2487 pound and we'll send it right to the bar too.
Okay.
So here is your apron. I'm gonna grab a table and if you need me, I'll be in the back, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay,
All
good luck.
right, thanks.
Well, sis, how long was that airline?
Oh, gosh, it was, I think it was about 18 hours. Yeah.
18 hours?
Yeah, and there was a baby, so I got no sleep, so
I'm sorry, you poor kid.
yeah. You know,
It's a little rustic here, but.
I was gonna say, it looks kind of like one of your restaurants.
Well, I've never gotten seriously ill eating.
Oh,
so.
great.
Hello, would you like some menus?
Sure. Actually, yeah, can I have a new glass?
Sure.
So yeah, how are our parents? I mean,
Well, our dad called and said that he and your mom want you to come over to give him some signatures. I think something on the trust deal.
you know, after this, I'm gonna go over to the kennel. I'm gonna go see Bitsy and Mitzi. You know, the poodles. And yeah.
Coffee.
Well, you know, I would just love if you could make me a latte with like a mountain of foam and some sprinkles of.
I'm
like,
so sorry,
vintage thing.
our latte machine's down.
Oh. Yeah. You know, she's probably never been on a cruise. You know, on cruises, they know how to make great drinks. They take care of you. Like, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll just have coffee. I guess.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh, I am so
What
sorry.
are you doing? This is Gucci. This is so expensive.
I'm so
you just
sorry.
ruined this whole outfit.
I just started.
I can tell.
I'm so sorry.
God, you know, if I hadn't lost that luggage, I'd be able to change, but this is all I have. Where's your manager?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Obviously not.
Oh, wow. I am so sorry about this.
Yeah, you should be. This is really unacceptable.
Wow.
This outfit is completely irreplaceable.
We're happy to pay for the cleaning. Just
You know
send it
what?
over.
I'm gonna send my lawyer to talk to you.
Wow, I'm really, really sorry.
Stop.
Is this you? Come on.
What's your name?
You will be
Tony.
Tonita.
Tony.
Great. Where would you like to start?
You know, it was really hard to know where.
Do you want to start from when you sit down?
Okay. We'll try that.
So yeah, this looks like one of your places.
Yeah, it's really a great place. You know, it's kind of earthy, but you know, it's just a real comfortable place. They always have nice things. And
Would you like some coffee?
coffee sounds good to
You know,
me.
I'd love a latte if you could just mound it with foam. I like that, and like a little sprig of
Our
mint.
coffee machine isn't working right now.
Oh, that's
It's been down.
God, you know, she doesn't seem like she's ever been on a cruise before.
It's not really necessary. You know,
Oh, well, I mean,
why
what
don't
do
you
you
just
mean?
decide what you'd like to have? You know, we don't need to comment on every one.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, this is just very shabby from what I'm used to. So I'm just, I'll just take some coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee's
Okay.
good. We'll enjoy some coffee. Thank you.
Yeah, so anyway, have you heard from our parents, you know, at all?
Actually, yeah, I heard from, I guess it was Dad or his lawyer, or somebody were supposed to go over and sign some papers.
Oh gosh, I don't think about that. You know, I'm gonna go over to the kennel after this and talk to Bitsy and Mitzi, the poodles,
Oh,
you
you'll be
know.
glad to see them.
Yeah, they're so cute, and you know, they've
Yeah.
probably just been manicured, and so
Yeah.
that's more what I like to spend my time doing, so.
Can I get you anything else?
No, I think coffee would be great.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, so, anyway. And I'm going on a safari next to Africa. Really, it's gonna be so fun, you know, and
Wow.
just gonna go shopping.
You know, you live a great life. Do you ever stop to sit back and think about how great you have it?
Well, you know, my mom, you know, just, you know, she just knew how to handle money. So I guess I got the rich set of parents. So I mean, I'm sorry, but so I try to live it
I
up.
like my life too, but you really have a great life, and it's really great that you enjoy it so
Yeah, you know,
much.
money's there to be spent. So you know.
Yeah. Do you ever think about people who maybe have less?
Well, I mean,
Things that
sometimes
you might be
I
able to
wonder
use
about your
that
clothing
money
choices,
for.
but
Yeah.
really, I don't like to think about it too much. I mean, it's not my
I
problem.
have, so.
Interesting choice.
You know, as you walk down the street, you know, if you really, after you relax from this cruise, maybe she and I should get together and talk about it, because there are really some great opportunities out there.
Well, as long as we pick a nicer place than this, maybe with some better help, more like you can see on a cruise or.
Did you get to try what you wanted to try?
Well, although I wasn't quite sure, there just needed to be something happening,
Great.
some kind of dialogue.
What did you see? What did she do?
I really didn't like her commenting upon that woman as if she wasn't even a person, you know.
Could you name
Showing
what?
her privilege in her face, you know.
Could you name what you saw? Like what?
She called her sister out on her own bullshit.
Okay.
But even before that, just like not mimicking the language about the restaurant, just like saying, like kind of owning the choice of the place and acknowledging what was liked about it and why it was picked, did kind of like shift the story a little bit.
Okay. So shifting the attitude towards the place and not using the same language. So yeah, language is powerful, right?
And referring to her not as the help, but as a person who's serving you.
Focusing on a person and not the help.
She turned the cup over.
Okay. Other things that you saw.
Yeah, like turning that over changed the course of the scene because she didn't then spill the coffee. So it was like she helped out the person by helping.
So possibly, we don't know what would have happened, but maybe that could have actually, yeah. How did that impact you?
It was like getting out of the comfort zone of that character, like having to even deal with, like, assume the character never have to deal with people actually addressing any of their behavior. You know, they're used to being on cruises and safaris and stuff. So it was like out of the comfort zone of, you know, like just like, why are you even asking me this kind of a.
So she pulled you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it made the character think, but it made her uncomfortable. So.
Okay. Were you able to hear any of this? Did it impact you in any way?
Yeah, because I was able to carry on with back here. I didn't have to be upset, and I didn't lose my job.
Okay, so you were able to sense this difference. Okay, great. Great. Anyone else want to try anything in this scene?
Come on, Alex.
in this character's role in this scene. Does anyone want to try anything in the place of Jess? Yeah? No? All right. You're stuck behind the camera? Okay. Anyone else have been in this place that wants to try something in Jess's role? It's been in a role like this before? What if we run it one more time and give you a chance to see if there's one more moment that you want to intervene? Okay, see if we can try one more set of possibilities. So let's start from let's start actually from Jess when you enter. So we're going to backtrack. Let's see if we can get one more set of possibilities for the scene.
Yeah, you're from Join?
Yeah.
Great. Let me walk you through this really quickly because your shift's going to start.
Okay.
So A, B, C, D, E are the high tops in the back by the bar. Coffee and tea is back here. Our espresso machine is down. So if someone wants that, just try and beg off on it and offer coffee.
Okay,
if you
stop. So I'm gonna play Jess.
Great. Where would you like to start?
From when you're starting to explain everything.
Okay. Hi, you're from Join?
Yes.
Great, okay, let me explain this to you pretty quickly because your shift's about to start. So A, B, C, and D, E are the high tops in the back. Coffee and tea is back here.
I understand that I really want this job, but can you explain it a little slower? Maybe could we sit down and talk about it? Because I really want to focus on the job and do my best. I can't do that if you're throwing everything around so
Sure,
quickly.
I can speak slower, but your shift's going to start. So I need to explain this to you. So this is table A, table B, C, D, E are the high tops in the back along the bar. Coffee and tea is back here. Our espresso machine is down, so if somebody wants that, they can't do it. However, you can punch in your code and transfer it to the bar and they can do it for you. Ice machine is back here with water. Glasses need to go bottoms up on the table. That's extremely important. Just the way we do things here.
But it's so important, there must be a reason.
Aesthetics.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What else? You can work out how you want to do ice pitchers. Some people like to be poured, some people like it on their table. Your code is 2489 pound. If you have to transfer it to the bar, just 2489 pound, then enter. And I'll be in the back if you need anything, okay?
All right, what did she do?
She told her what she needed to do the job well.
Okay, how did that impact? Did you get what you wanted?
Not really.
No?
But I mean, with a lot of serving jobs and fast food and stuff like that, that's kind of just how fast-paced the job is. So you have to be able to keep up. But it did help to have her slow down so I could understand what she was saying and feel like I could keep a hold of it.
It did slow her down. And what else did she do?
Ask questions.
She asked questions. How did that impact you when she asked questions?
It was fine.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah. Did anyone sense a change when she asked about the glasses? Why they were? Did anyone else sense a change?
Yeah, it felt like it changed the power dynamic.
Yeah. So it's in a way asking questions can change the power dynamic, right? Great. Good job. Thank you. We're gonna keep going, and I want to just invite one more, maybe in the middle of the scene, maybe at the end of the scene, and see if there's one more possibility for this, taking the place of any place that is not the person causing the problem. So let's have you keep going from this moment.
I'll be in the back if you need anything.
Okay, thanks.
So, long flight, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty long, I didn't get my sleep, so I'm a little on edge.
Yeah, I understand how that would be. Well, it's not often you get to go on a cruise.
Well, they lost my bag of Gucci too, so I have nothing to wear except for this stuff.
Well, this place will be a good eating experience for you, I'm sure. I've always liked it here, except.
Hello. Would you like some coffee?
You know, I would love a latte, and I really love it when, you know, there's like a spiral of whipped, you know, foam and some sprinkles. That'd be great.
Our latte machine's down.
What? On the cruise, you know, they had, like, this would never happen. Whatever, I'll just have coffee.
Okay.
Coffee for me too.
All right, I'll be right back.
The folks called and they said, our dad wants you to come over for some signatures.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna, no.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanna do.
Coffee?
What? I just told you this is like the only outfit I have to wear. This is unacceptable.
I'm so sorry.
Where's your manager? How could you do
Can
this?
I help you at all? I didn't mean to. I just started.
Oh,
wow, I'm really sorry about this.
Yeah, you should be. This is my last Gucci.
Nice.
The rest got stolen. Nothing else to wear.
Wow. Well, if you send the cleaning to us, we're glad to take care of it for you.
You know, I'm gonna send my lawyer to you.
Wow.
Let's go.
That seems...
Stop.
Sorry.
Where would you like to start?
From the spill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking of
Seen
going
the
to-
dogs yet?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you, I was gonna go to the kennel and see Bitsy. What are you doing? Oh my God. This
I'm
is
so
so
sorry.
expensive right here, which I'm sure you wouldn't understand, and it's ruined.
I just started.
Can you just get your manager?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Obviously not. Can you just get your manager?
Hi. Oh, wow. I'm really sorry about this.
Yeah. This is unacceptable. I can't believe it.
If you send the cleaning to us, we'd be glad to take care of it for you.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna send my lawyer to you.
Wow.
Let's go.
Whoa, wait. I think I saw the whole thing. It wasn't really her fault. I mean, there's really no need to get a lawyer involved or anything. It was not a big deal. I'm sorry your Gucci and your snootery got in the way there. But I think it's gonna be okay if you guys just leave. I think everyone will be better. I'd be happy.
Now I really got a problem with your restaurant. The people you live in here, the people you hire.
I've come here about like 23 times, and I think this is probably your first time here.
If
you send the cleaning, we'll take care of it.
We will. Yeah, like I said, no, you can't clean Gucci. It's ruined. Yeah, you probably don't understand that because you probably don't ever.
You know what? You
I
send
do
the
not.
cleaning and that'll be the best we can do for you. And of course,
Yeah.
this is on.
I'm
on
definitely
us.
having a lawyer call. Let's get.
That's your privilege.
I saw the whole
Thank
thing.
you.
Yeah, that was not her fault whatsoever. I was distracted from reading my paper from the snootery, so I can't imagine or something out there.
And it was not
No,
her issue?
No, definitely not.
Because I've hired people like this before and they're not very competent and.
They're not what?
Competent.
Competent?
Yeah.
As in they can't do the job well?
Yeah.
Because that's what I would call you right now as a manager.
What did you see?
He defended her.
He defended her?
As an eyewitness, yeah.
And yeah, there was outside perspective on the situation besides just people who had all the stake in it. Somebody saying, wow, here's what I'm seeing actually having as a bit more of a third, non-invested party per se. And it really wasn't that big a deal, is what he's saying, like no need for lawyers.
Right.
Yeah.
And distracted
Things
by the
blowing out of
scenery.
proportion. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, great. Did you get the result you wanted?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
it would have been nice if the owner was on board with the idea, but.
How did that make you feel when you had him stepping in with the other two customers?
Like an ally in that moment.
In that
You know,
moment.
hold on, time out. Like I felt like I had somebody coming to my aid.
Right. And did you see a change in the behavior, her behavior when?
Yeah.
Yes.
It felt like it changed who the manager was identifying with in this situation. Instead of identifying with the customer, she started to identify with her staff, which, really shifted the entire dynamic in the situation.
Well, it's a good thing because when you work somewhere, you want to feel like you're part of a team or a crew or whatever that may be. Even if you're even if you're a manager, because there are people above you, there's always someone above you, and you want to feel like you're part of this unit, and you guys are all together. And she's treating her like she's just some help, she can just replace her, when she should be treating her like she's a valued member of her team. And he made her see that better.
Great. Thank you.
This is a really great place. I'm glad we could get together. It's been such a long time. Goodness, you've been talking about. Let's sit outside? Yeah.
Hi, how are you guys today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So our special today is beef stroganoff, and here's some menus.
Thank you.
Can I get you started on anything to drink?
Yeah, I'd like a mimosa.
Okay, great.
Iced tea for me.
Okay, sounds good. Be right back.
Thank you. I love this place. Well, you've been talking about it forever. Yeah, I usually get the Waldorf. You get whatever you want. This is on me. So you recommend Waldorf? I do. Alrighty.
All right, an iced tea for you. And a mimosa. Did you guys decide what you want?
We did. We're gonna have
Yes.
the Waldorf.
Okay, that sounds great. I'll have that right up.
Thanks. Wow. Yeah, it's like, where have you been? What you been doing?
Really busy. Do you notice this? Is this just me? Do you notice this
What
around
is-
town now?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Just people squatting on the sidewalk. They get out their whole life on the sidewalk, and they could be crackheads. They could be drug addicts. Or crazy. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're everywhere now. They're outside my shop. They're outside. Oh my God, I can smell her too. Excuse me?
Oh, how are your drinks?
Fine. So
Great. Is there anything wrong?
yeah, we're trying to enjoy our lunch, and this person is just camped out on the sidewalk.
Person,
And-
you guys are
yeah,
doing like-
right here. And
Oh.
she's camped out on.
You want the first?
You got that matching cord lipstick, by the way, as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll get some afterwards.
Where would you like to start?
Right after the waitress came and was buying us drinks.
It's right after the drinks.
Got it.
I'll be right back with you.
Sorry, time out. I'm a little confused. Where are we going?
She's getting the drinks.
She's getting the drinks.
Oh, okay. All right, we've got an iced tea for you and a mimosa. Would you like? And did you guys decide what you wanted?
Yeah, we're gonna have the Waldorfs.
Oh, excellent. Good choice. I'll be right back with you. Thanks.
Thank you.
So glad to see you.
Glad to see you. How are you?
I'm good. Oh my God, do you see this? They're everywhere now. They're everywhere. They get all their stuff out and they camp out on the sidewalk. They're outside my shop. They're outside, and they could be crazy, right? Or drug addicts. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, and I can
First of all,
smell her. Oh my God. Excuse me.
Too much television, darling. I think you've watched too much television. This is important. This is like why people come to play. It's okay. We're having lunch. There's a fence here. There's a gate. They're over there. It's a public sidewalk. We should be able to enjoy our lunch without. It's okay.
I agree with you. We should be able to enjoy our lunch without this going on. I completely agree with you.
Well, darling, if you and I have, and you know.
Is there a problem?
Yes, there is.
I think we can resolve this between ourselves.
Okay.
I think it's just.
Let me know.
I think if it's really disturbing us, we could go to another place.
Or she could move.
Oh, well, honey, where would
You know
she
what? I'm not
go?
threatening her. I'm not crazy. I'm not a drug addict.
Well,
I'm not
obviously,
gonna
honey,
get up
you're
and do
sounding a little
something
crazy.
unpredictable. You know?
And you're sounding. She's just sitting over there having some food. We're over here. There's a look. You have a mimosa. I mean, really, focus on the mimosa, honey.
All right, I've got your Waldorf salads.
Great.
Here you go. So, will there be anything else?
Yes, actually.
I think she wants to order salad. I think we're gonna be fine. Eat. Have a little. It's a sunny day.
So what did you see? What was different?
He was managing his friend.
He was managing his friend.
She was managing.
Managing his friend. So what was the outcome? How did that impact you?
I felt like I was being infantilized. And I felt like you were trying to like placate me.
Okay. And what impact did that have?
It appeared to frustrate her.
Frustrated her. Okay. Okay.
And didn't necessarily resolve in the sense, I'm not sure it is resolvable because you're looking at a cultural imagined conflict. I mean, most of our conflicts are imagined.
Okay. Okay. Were you able to, Jess, were you able to hear any of this, or were you able to see how it did impact you in any way?
I was still sad.
Okay.
Because I had a bad day all the way around.
Okay.
So I was still sad.
Okay.
Because there was a fence there.
Okay. So what was one of the arguments? That there was a fence there? Yeah?
Well, I think from this character, and I was trying to be into that character, it's like, well, it's Portland. And it's something that happens. It's part of the charm of Portland. And where else could we come and have such an experience? I mean, we should be paying extra. Or you know what I'm saying? There's that readiness. But we could be more LA. Right. If we're in LA, then I might agree with you. Or if we're in New York, I might agree with you. It's
And is this true to your character? Did your character think this?
I would.
Or was it a way of, was it a strategy?
Well, I would hope my character would have, and I think being in this character, I didn't do a very good job, but it was trying to on one hand, show empathy for both. Because obviously, this woman was in distress, but she seemed a lot more internally resolving her stress than my friend, who's like, you know, we're having salad, we're getting mimosas. Let's just get plowed. Let's just take that edge off, relax. We're gonna go shopping.
Right. So let's placate. And it's sort of on her terms,
It's very
right?
realistic, though. I think this is after, 9 out of 10 options. This is what most people will do. Manage to contain the conflict within this arena and not let it spill out anywhere else.
Right. So the containment method, right? Let's contain it.
I think that's
so the comment of this is happening all over.
Well,
let's contain it. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Let's see some other possibilities. Do you want to try something?
No, I just wanted to say, one thing I got out of this was that, you can try a strategy, but you can't always control what the result is going to be.
Right. Yeah, good point. We don't really know what's going to happen. So that's part of the fun of this.
And no police.
Right?
No police, that's true, no police.
So it's true that the placating her did distract from this idea of the police coming in, right? Right? Anyone want to try something different?
I would.
Yes!
Try it from when the police come in. Or are you doing something different?
We're actually probably going to go before.
Okay,
Stop before
I'll
that
go.
point. But is there a point before that you'd like to try?
No.
Okay. We may or may not
That's
forum
fine.
that. There's some reasons that we may or may not forum that I can talk about. But
Okay.
who wants to try something else? Let's rewind and have Evelyn back in your role and see if we can come up with some other possibilities. So placating is one approach. Let's see what else there is and how it impacts the scene.
Yeah, okay. I don't think we're going from the very beginning, shall we?
Where are we going? Okay. We're just gonna start from one to sit down.
Yeah.
Something here.
Hi, how are you today? Good. Well, our special is beef stroganoff and here's some menus.
Great, thank you so
Can I get you
much.
started on any drinks?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a mimosa.
Okay.
And do you wanna just order? Let's get the Waldorfs.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I need to play.
So I've got a mimosa
And
I see.
I see. Okay, all right.
great. And I'll be back with
Seriously, we should get the Waldorfs.
Oh, all right.
They're
You
good.
recommend it. We've been talking about this.
I think we should.
this. All right, one iced tea for you and a mimosa. Did you guys decide what you want?
We're gonna do the Waldorfs.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's wrong? Everywhere now. Everywhere. Everywhere I go now, they're outside my shop. They're outside restaurants. Just camped out. And
Stop. Let's just take her place. Okay, where would you like to start?
in, you say, look at those people. Oh my God. Do you see this? They're everywhere. They're everywhere now.
Who's they?
Them! They're everywhere. They're camped out on the sidewalk. They're outside my shop.
Oh, you mean
They're
people
outside
that are
restaurants.
camping on the sidewalk?
Yeah. Homeless people just
Yeah.
camped out, and they could be crazy. They could be drug addicts.
Well, that's
I don't know what they're gonna do.
overgeneralization. I mean, they're people and they come from all walks of life.
I'm not disputing that they're people. I just don't want them everywhere camped out where I'm trying to eat and run my business.
Yeah,
You know?
unfortunately, for a lot of them, there's nowhere else to go, and I mean, it's a public sidewalk.
Fine, but why? Like move, you know?
If you
Go
like,
further
we
away.
can-
There's parks, there's shelters.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, a lot
They'll
of
be right here.
Yeah. If you can hear sorry about that, sorry about this.
All right,
You're doing okay.
Everything all right? I've got your salads here. Here you go.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, enjoy your meal.
Did you just apologize for me?
No, I was apologizing for myself.
Wow.
Are you okay with that?
No.
What, you want to talk about what you're feeling right now?
Maybe another time.
Okay, let me know.
So what did she do?
She was direct.
She was direct. What did she say? Do you remember?
That she has a right to be there. She was just very to the point
Was
in
she-
every statement she made. So I just didn't leave her in her room. I see her kind of get just like fine. Like she had no other.
How did that impact you, her directness?
It did stop my train, but at the end, I really called into question this friendship.
Right.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because I kind of thought that we were friends and maybe had similar beliefs and that I was being heard for, the fear, but I guess not.
Okay. Okay, so you thought you had similar beliefs and maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay. What else did she do?
She was like a life preserver, and because Shelley's character was, like lost at sea, and then she created a bridge between her, and so these two were definitely a group, and now she's alone.
Okay, so, and maybe by speaking, did you actually hear her speak?
Yeah.
What was it like when she said that to you?
She acknowledged I was here.
Mm-hmm.
She acknowledged I was here. So, I mean, there was no put down and she might have apologized to her, but she acknowledged I was here.
Okay, so that acknowledgement was important.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say it was like, it did it all, but because I've been so sad.
Right.
But it did shut it down to where there was no means.
Right. So it doesn't break the oppression, but it
Yeah.
does impact you.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yes?
I think just engaging in conversation, asking questions like, who are they that you're referring to? Like, kind of trying to avoid the word like homeless or someone living outside, and just like being able to speak those words. And I think Lindsay kind of called that into question. I think talking about it is like the biggest ways to start addressing these issues. So,
Right.
Naming some of the things she's
Yeah.
avoiding that she's
Yeah.
not talking about. Okay, great. Thank you so much. One more intervention. See if there's anything else you'd like to try. We're not going to form the police scene, actually. So you ready for a different scene?
I won't do the police.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to do this.
Great. Where would you like to start?
Just right when we sat down, I guess, yeah.
All right, well, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Special today is Waldorf's, Scooch Donut.
The Waldorf is special. I love the Waldorf.
You love your Waldorf. You want your Waldorf? Iced tea will be fine.
Sounds good,
Thank you.
right back.
Okay, great, good. Are you gonna have Waldorf?
I'm gonna Waldorf.
All right, here's
What
Okay, I love when you do that.
Did you guys decide what you want?
Waldorf for me.
Beef stroganoff.
I'll take your menu.
Oh,
All right, enjoy your drinks.
thank you. Cheers.
Cheers!
Oh, yeah, hugs. Oh, boy. We got a lot to catch up on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, just
What?
typical, this everywhere now,
Typical.
everywhere,
What's
everywhere. Outside my shop, outside of restaurants, just people camped out. They get their whole life out of their bag and they're camped out and they could be crazy.
Here in Portland?
Yes, they could be drug addicts. I have
You
no
see
idea
that a
what they're
lot.
gonna do. All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. You know what? I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know what I think about?
Uh.
I remember, this dates me, 20 years, this just wasn't true.
What do you mean?
Well, 20 years ago, I just never saw people on the streets like we have now.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I mean,
Yeah.
what's going on with this country?
I have no idea, but I just think they should go to a shelter or,
A shelter or
you know,
something?
it's like a
Yeah.
park somewhere else.
Got your food, there's a beef stroganoff.
Oh, that looks really good.
Waldorf salad. Can I get you anything else?
Another mimosa.
All right.
Oh,
Need another drink.
Well, cheers.
Okay,
Here we go.
cheers. You know what, I can't drink this, I can
Why
smell
not?
this person. Excuse me.
I thought the mimosa would help.
Yeah, probably. Yes, we're trying to enjoy our lunch and this person is just camped out on the sidewalk.
You guys are the only ones here.
Wait a second, wait a second,
Oh,
wait. I hear what you're saying. Give us a minute, okay?
Sure.
Give us a minute.
Sure, no
I
problem.
totally hear what you're saying.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I know. It gets a little scary. It gets upsetting to me. Let's try something, okay?
Okay.
Bear with me. Hello. Hi, my name's
Oh,
Bob.
okay.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Shelley.
Shelly, how you doing today?
Jess.
You're Jen? That's a great name.
Yeah.
How are you?
Bad day.
It's a bad day?
I'm just enjoying the sun, trying to live with it.
Me too. This is, I forgot your name, even though I love you so
Sharon.
much. Sharon. Shelly Jed, my new friend. We're enjoying the sunshine.
Nice.
You know?
I am too, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you having?
Well, I couldn't get my egg roast, so I'm
Uh-huh.
having a marshmallow treat.
Oh, what is that? A marshmallow treat?
Yeah.
I love those
I just
things.
had it in my bag, so.
Here you go. Hey, Jess.
You can take that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't eat my beef stroganoff.
Take it with you.
All right.
What did you see? What did you see?
I thought it was awesome, how he handled the situation and how he brought it all onto a human level. It was not this homeless person. It was, he gave her a name and a person. And that I think takes the wind out of criminalizing her or doing things.
Right. Once you make that connection, once you begin conversation, criminalizing her makes it much more difficult. What are strategies? I saw a couple different strategies in this character. What did you see, maybe in order?
This friend has an amazing capacity for compassion for the concerns of the friend and the realities of Jess. And so that is a great capacity to have. And to say yes, and I hear your concern within, all the classism that was embedded in it, but I still hear that this is coming from a genuine place and finding common ground as a strategy for an intervention, I think it was very graceful.
So finding common ground first. Yeah, great. Comments?
Basically really similar, but specifically acknowledge the fear that this character had talked about, like was kind of a base thing going on for her. Like, she said earlier, other characters hadn't acknowledged the fear, but then he said, I know this is scary for you, so that was an important part.
Creating time, like the ability to find space so you didn't have to be very reactive. You were able to ask the waitress to give you guys some time, and I think that I wouldn't have thought of doing that right away. I would have tried to make something happen right then, which I think would have caused more conflict between
between the two of you, so.
Great, give me a moment and
Yeah.
taking that time. Great.
Well, and he brought up that 20 years ago he needed to see, you know, a bunch of homeless people everywhere, and he said, "What has happened to this country?" And like, you know, that's probably pretty true. I mean, I know people that have been homeless, and I don't know too many people that were homeless, you know, 20 years ago. I'm 20, so.
So bringing in the bigger picture, right?
Yeah.
What's causing this? What's going on that
Well,
she
she
has to
said,
sleep
you know, they
on
should
the
be in a
streets?
shelter or something, and he was like, "Well, 20 years ago I didn't ever see this, so."
Right.
You know, maybe he's trying to explain that there aren't very many shelters, or how hard it is to be in one.
Right, so bringing in the bigger picture. Yeah, thank you.
I'm curious how this affected you, but I thought it was interesting when he asked her, you know, what she was doing, or how she was doing, and she said she'd had a bad day, and then also that she was just trying to enjoy the sun, and I think both of those were things that you could relate to, and I was wondering how that, if that affected you as a character. You know, kind of made her have more something in common almost, you know.
Yeah, hard to put into words. This was actually pretty effective. I felt heard. Like what is going on for me is real, and you acknowledge that. And then your thing you wanted to do, like whatever, go ahead and do it. Like I just let it go. This whole bringing her back in and trying to get her to move, I just let that one go. But I think it's because I felt heard. Like, your bleeding heart thing you're gonna do, it's fine. Whatever, it stopped my next move, I guess is what I'm saying.
Great. How did this impact you, Jess?
She's hard. But she's wonderful. But he was great. I mean, he acknowledged I'm here. He asked me about my day, which nobody had. So, I mean, I was obviously just as had a bad day. So, I'm just depressed. So he acknowledged I'm here. So, I mean, it was great. It felt good.
Great, so you felt acknowledged.
Yeah. And he cared.
Great. Thank you so much. Is there anything else anyone would like to try in the scene? Anything that you've been thinking about? Any character you would want to jump in for? Yes? Where would you like to start?
Salad.
Where?
The salad.
The salad.
Ordering salad?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's start with a drink.
Okay.
Did you guys decide what you want?
Yes, we are gonna do the Waldorfs.
Okay, excellent selection. I'll be back with your food.
All right. So good to see you.
Same here.
Yeah.
Have you been?
Really good, really good. Oh my God. Everywhere now. Do you notice this? They're everywhere now, outside my shop. They're outside of restaurants. They get their whole life in their bag and they get it all out on the sidewalk and it could be crazy.
You know, I've come to notice that this is the United States and this goes on not just here, but it's everywhere.
I know,
And-
everywhere.
And you know, the funny part is that no one actually cares about how they feel. Everyone, it's always, you know, they're homeless, they're nobodies, they're wherever. But nobody ever actually really thinks about how do they feel? How do they feel about being in their position? And in our society, I mean, the way that our society is nowadays, people live in these big mansions and these big homes and nice homes and whatever, what have you. But yet at the same time, they're even worse off than these people are. Because what happens is they have to worry every single day about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen tomorrow.
I know, I worry about that too. You know? I don't set up camp outside someone's house or someone's business, you know? I mean,
All right, here's your salads.
Great.
Everything all right? Can I get you anything else?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm
Everything
wondering
okay?
Yes, but I'm wondering if you could ask this person maybe to leave, because we're trying to enjoy lunch.
You guys are
And,
the only ones in the restaurant right now. What do you
yeah,
think?
but it's really.
Oh, Jess. Yeah, she comes here all the time.
Yeah, well, so do I, and
Oh.
we're trying to have lunch, we're trying to have a conversation, and it's just really distracting, and I can kind of smell her, and it's just, can you please ask her to leave?
Oh, I mean, does it bother you? I mean, I guess,
Can you please ask her to leave?
I mean, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I mean,
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you get on the phone and get the city police down here and they can take care of it?
are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Did you get to try what you wanted to try?
I got lost.
Okay. But what did you see? What did you see that he did? Yes.
In the beginning, I thought it was really cool because I felt like he was trying to get her to ally with him in the way he was thinking. It's like, oh yeah, society, they all think these negative things, instead of saying like, you're thinking this negative thing. So, I mean, I don't know why it switched midway, but.
So it connected her attitudes to this bigger attitude that society has, not thinking about the perspective
It seems like
of someone.
he was saying like, this is what society's negative views of homeless people, and you and I are thinking like better than that, or something like that. That's what it seemed like he was, that's where it seemed like it was going in the beginning.
Great. What else did you see? How did that impact you?
Not too much.
Now she got to call cops.
Yes.
It sounded like he got caught up in her critiques, and like he wanted to do more, but she's powerful and she's not really easy to talk to. You know, like changing her mind would be like pulling teeth.
Okay, changing her mind might not be the best.
Might not be possible.
a possible strategy.
Right.
We don't know.
I thought it was
Maybe.
pretty realistic because I think that he was up against like a lot of things. Like he was dealing with her and she was being unreasonable, and then I, normally just came in and he could have sort of reached out to me, but I think that realistically it would be hard to reach out to someone when you have opportunities to. So I thought that was really maybe more how it happens a lot, where you're trying to talk to someone and they just. So I thought that was.
Did it slow her down? It seemed to me like it slowed her
did.
down. Did you
Yes.
notice that?
Yeah, at first it did when he was talking about how like people live in mansions and have all this money. And they're the ones that worry because they have to all this upkeep. I mean, imagine if you bought $700 shoes and you wore those every day. Well, you'd be cleaning them every night when you got home because the earth is not clean. So, I mean, you'd be so stressed out trying to keep up this lifestyle and the way things are that maybe it's easier, to just live on the streets. And it's not so, and then I think that's kind of where he got lost.
What did she, do you remember how she responded to that?
She wasn't speaking, she was kind of listening to him like, okay, I get that, and then she's like, yeah, okay, well that doesn't really pertain to me, we'll just keep talking. So.
Yeah, I feel like the response though was, she started to kind of put herself in her in the homeless person's shoes and say, well, maybe that's true. Maybe I'm more stressed out, but I still don't go out and bother other people by putting myself out in front of their house, which I think could have been like a bridge point to really drive the point that you're making home, is that it's hard on everybody, the whole dynamic of having someone homeless and then having the people in mansions that are even more stressed out than a homeless person.
So is this character more stressed out than this character?
No.
Just
No.
so in terms of, I mean, it's hard to
different.
gauge these things, but
She's got her own stresses.
yeah, different kinds of stresses. But in terms of survival, this character is the one that's experiencing that day-to-day survival, right? Survival.
Well, I would
Yeah.
question that a little bit. I'd question it a little bit. I mean, that's an easy assumption in a lot of ways, but this person who say, oh, she's not surviving, but if a person's got a mortgage every day, they're trying to make that mortgage, psychologically, they can be near the breaking point.
Right, psychologically. Yeah. Everyone has different breaking points, right, in terms of how they deal with stress, right?
And I think
but in terms of day-to-day survival, I mean, I think we would agree that her struggles are day-to-day survival, right?
Yeah.
In a different way. So it's a different kind of stress than, worrying about the bills and the mortgage, right? Yeah.
And also, the direction from those challenges come from. So I imagine that Jess is having these experiences from different directions constantly, every day, and kind of messages that are confirming each other. So at the end, it must be true that I'm less than.
Right.
So-
If we were to look at it, the attitude that this character is somehow less than.
Yeah, and that I think has a different effect from, for example, the stresses of the friend.
Yeah. Right. But she may be really struggling, and that's an interesting approach, right? Great. Thank you so much. This is going to close our audience interventions for this evening. There's lots of possibilities that I'm sure we haven't tried, maybe things you want to try. We're not going to form the last scene, and I just want to explain why. But police basically have guns. And so when we practice for reality, we want to try things, but we can't actually know what that character is going to do. So I don't actually want people to practice anything with somebody that has, with a character that is carrying a gun and has the potential to do force. Because we want you to be able to try these things out in real life, and we're just not going to practice that here. But we've had an interesting discussion about this issue. We haven't solved it. The oppression hasn't been solved. But I hope that it's opened up some possibilities for maybe some questions, maybe some things that you might do outside of the theater. And I hope you come back. We're going to have a different cast performing. The play is going to continue to evolve. We're going to have a different audience, so that means the conversations are going to be different each night. And our next performance is May 19th on Sunday. So if I could just have the cast come out and give them a round of applause.